Let's give a warm welcome to Gina.
Thank you. Thank you, Bob, for setting this up, and thank you, Darla and Elizabeth. That was wonderful. So, I'm going to start with newer work and then read some older work. So, I moved to Philadelphia 8 months ago and began writing a long poem that I'm going to read a section of called Philadelphia or Freedom Song. Moving through the streets, pre-fall golden and late afternoon sunlight, bright red crumbling brick and shoddy graffiti asks freedom. Each year I fight, and each year the things that hold me back feel stronger. Shirking the day's responsibilities to sit by the river this afternoon, I wouldn't give this up, but no, it's not freedom. I thought I could find freedom in a book, but I was wrong. Now it's the dream of the road, to go and never stop. Now it's the moment at the end of the workday when I take off my dress. It was a song that claimed the ocean would wash away my problems. We can go to the coast, it's a short drive. We'll make believe a getaway vacation and walk the boardwalk. And in the morning, I'll take you to the airport. Everything is fleeting and it makes life more interesting. We will have fun until we won't. Summer heat thick as streetlight shines in the kitchen window where I dance barefoot to old soul songs. The love I feel is not a freedom from pain. It allows me to better feel pain. I love the pain in these old songs, the pain I feel at night. There is no breeze. I do not put myself forward. I'm just here walking down the sidewalk, refusing to make sense of things that can't be made sense of, and appreciating my insignificance. She said it was when she knew she wasn't special that she could write poems. A lot of people want to be somebody. I just want to get through the day. At the baseball game, the drinks keep coming and we are losing badly, but hardly notice. The sun, bright as it burns, the day still joyful and full of life as such a surprise. Clouds crowd out the sunlight, but I'm going to sit inside a dark bar anyway. I don't trust my phone, but I take it with me everywhere. My dad thinks if my grandma had lived longer, I would have found religion, or at least have fewer tattoos. Even so, he says he's proud of the way I up and leave when I want, even when I feel like a failure and have no reason to stay or be anywhere. In America, they shoot kids in the street. In Ferguson, journalists are told they're endangering their lives by being there. This declared no-fly zone guarantees no aerial news coverage. The militarized police free to do whatever. I don't know how we go on. Maybe we don't. What do you do when the news makes you sick? When living feels impossible? Every day passing the graffiti that asks freedom. Hey baby, come sit on my lap. Why don't you smile? Ooh, I could get me some of that. You got a boyfriend? Bitch, you know you want it, dumb cunt. If I live longer, I can pay down some more debt. If I live longer, I can accrue some more debt. It's okay to not know how to be happy. The residents of Detroit go without water as I watch the automatic sprinklers run in the rain. Once, at the bar, a guy showed me a video of a woman pushing gummy worms out of her vagina. I think he was coming on to me. We had very different views. He said Obama can take his guns from his cold, dead hands. I went dead space and thought about gummy worms. True story. My new boss likes my tattoos. This week I walked into a bar and everyone there knew my name. I don't have to kiss every guy I spend an evening with talking to, but I can if I want. I know it's dumb to say, but the tigers are breaking my heart. It happens each fall. My boss asked what tattoo I'll get when I leave Philadelphia. She already knows I'll leave. If I don't keep moving, I'll die. If I can't dance to it, what is the music for? Stevie sings, you can feel it all over, and it's joyful, and the joy takes me, and I feel it all over. Fall comes and reassures me with its Sunday rituals. He said freedom would be being able to swim in any body of water, clean, free of pollution, to be able to reach your hands in the river and take a drink. I said, tonight I'm going to listen to every sad song ever. This will take me the rest of my life. Sam sings, bring it on home to me. Based on the internet, it's pretty clear we're all fucked. And yet we go on and continue to fall in love. I continue. It's only when watching football that I find myself yelling things like, rip his head off. On YouTube, you can watch videos of journalists being beheaded. Take poetry out of the classrooms and into the streets.
Yeah.
The waitress has liberty tattooed on her arm, and I want to ask her what it means, but I don't. How much of an asshole am I that I live somewhere for 1 week and think I can tell its story? Every day there's news of a new police brutality. What use is love right now? The people are strong and gather in the street nightly. I guess I'm not really telling its story, I'm just telling a story. This morning I read in a book by Jenny Booley. For Joseph Campbell, the mythic quest of the lover is the highest of all the journeys, love being the fiercest reason for living. And I just don't know. Yes to love, maybe to the lover. The first cold weather of the season is here, and I wonder how cold my apartment will get this winter. The joke was my heat didn't come on until January. I didn't know this at the time. This morning I drink coffee and wear a scarf and stand in the rectangle of sunlight in the window and look down at the litter collecting at the curb and feel in love with the world. I don't want to be vulnerable, but here I am now, vulnerable. The truck's bumper sticker read, "Peace through superior firepower." Say what? Philadelphia is a cold and lonely place. Each coffee shop has its poet. Jeremy writes to remind me of what brotherly love can look like, and it isn't all that pretty. I think of Ammon's tape for the turn of the year with all this talk of waiting, but what am I waiting for? Not a thing, maybe to feel at home here or anywhere. Today I priced flights to Michigan, but they were all too expensive. Niedecker writes to Paul, it's the little thin things, and I try to see them, but sometimes I can't.